Yo, what is going on, everyone? You already know what it is. It's the man of the hour, the man of the plan. It's DC Incentives Podcast, episode 43. And you got yours truly, the main guys up in here. It's Diamond Cash, of course. And you already know what it is. Talk to him, TC.
You got TC's here like always. I hope you guys are doing well.
Talk to him, Nyron.
Hello, that's all I got.
Of course. Of course. All right. It's just us today. There'll be no guests. So the first thing, let's bring up a recap of everything. So this podcast has been bringing value to people, and we've been getting positive feedbacks, and that's what this podcast is all about. But it's much as a conversation of what we can do to bring value to people.
Yeah.
To this podcast. I'm pretty sure you guys have learned a lot throughout this podcast too.
I want to say, like, especially for a Black-owned podcast, like, you don't see much of this, especially from people our age group too.
Yep.
You know, and I think it help us relate to everybody else also, because when we have these guests on the show and stuff like that, we are also learning with you guys.
Yep.
You know, I learned a lot of things, you know.
Yo, remember the last one about financial literacy? Yo,
Bro.
shout out to Charles, man. Shout out to
the whole
Charles was the man. Charles was the man.
Shout out to the whole Sunday school, everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Shout out to LaQuanya. Yeah.
And shout out to
my future wife, LaQuanya. What? Continue, Rich. What were you saying?
Bro.
You know, people can just rewind that back. What you just
said.
said.
Like,
you let them rewind, but I'm here for what you're saying for the future. Like, what are you saying right now?
I know she's shaking her head right now.
Yeah, especially for someone that I'm seeing.
Drink your water, Rich. Drink your water and keep the conversation going.
Oh, man. Nah, that's the thing about it also. Like, I like how we're serious, but we have fun at the same time.
I think we need to, because we don't want to be like robots. I still want to be myself, you know what I mean? So what's the point is to a podcast when, like, yes, we need direction, but you should know how our characters are also.
Exactly.
It's like a nice homey feel, like a bunch of dorks. Like,
yeah. So, of course, Nyron is the wild card in this.
He's the mascot.
But remember, everyone.
I didn't know it was the wild card for real.
Nah, you are.
You are the wild card. But
That's
remember,
good. I don't want to be the wild card.
You have to understand, everyone. This is Nyron's character. This is who he is.
We can make clips.
Yes,
clips off of you.
Clips on clips. This
is
make
a YouTube channel.
I'm not a character. I am who I am. I just didn't know who I am was a wild card. I'm a wild card.
This is your second episode on this podcast. How's the sex? What?
So we're talking about people who's in a relationship, who's been in a relationship for more than a decade, and I ask, how's the sex? And I'm the bad guy? There's no way I'm the wild card. There's no way.
Obama and Michelle and say, hey, First Lady Obama, how's the sex? How's that prejudice?
That's right. You know the cake she's working with? I know Obama's happy. There's no way Obama is not happy. I'm happy looking at Obama, looking at his wife. There's no way Obama's not happy.
With Michelle Obama. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then it went from the girl from France.
Oh, yeah.
She was gorgeous. She was absolutely gorgeous. But, Like I really don't see why I'm the wild. There's no reason why I'm the wild.
You're wrong. I'm just pointing out observation.
From LaQuanya G going like, listen, I got 2 kids. You flying them out for me?
And I told her no. I told her no.
Hey, she got
So if I tell her no, how am I still the wild card?
If
I was the wild card, my answer would have been like, hell yeah, I'm flying you and your kids out. Money ain't a thing. But clearly money is important to me, and I can't afford to take her kids out.
You're not gonna take those kids to Chuck E. Cheese?
Nah, no. IHOP. Remember, it's IHOP.
Oh yeah, IHOP.
Yeah, I can't take. I can't take your kids to IHOP. There's no way. I can't afford it. I can't afford it.
That's what you do. You get the omelet combo. You get a side of pancakes. That's 2 meals right there. One kid get the omelet. One kid get the pancakes. Boom.
Boom. There you go.
Get orange juice. Then
you guys say boom. You guys say boom as if it's like a common occurrence. You know what? How about you guys boom your way into LaQuanya's wallet? You two boom your way into LaQuanya's wallet.
Now I know LaQuanya's gonna listen to us too. Yo, shout out to LaQuanya, you know, the founder of Sunday School. Yo, shout out to her.
Honestly, I did like the whole little like beauty mark that she had going on with her face. It was kind of cute. It was kind of cute.
All right.
Yo, shout out to Charles, shout out to Samuel.
Yes.
Yo, the part where he said about what's his name? Lord Lugar from Trinidad. Yo, that made me do some research, and it's actually true.
Yeah.
What about Trinidad?
No, I'm sorry, not Trinidad, Nigeria. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, audience. Nigeria.
What's Nigeria?
Yeah, Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay.
So the audience that doesn't know, Troy is from Trinidad. That's why he had a special connection to Trinidad.
TC, Nyron, TC.
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
Everybody knows my real name because of Nyron. So
it's all good.
TC is from Trinidad. TC has a special connection to Trinidad.
More with the food, but yeah.
But all seriousness though, we all bringing some hard hitters that's gonna be coming back. We're gonna have Clyde Slade coming back. We're gonna have Ifa Bayo coming back. They're gonna be coming. Yeah, they coming back.
And we may have a potential special guest that you mentioned to me earlier.
Oh yeah.
Name starts with E.
E.
Last name starts with a T.
E. Oh nah. I'm not gonna nah. That's we gonna nah. I don't want to blow it up.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to blow it up yet. They're gonna have to wait on that. Yeah. Right. Let's wait on that.
Ready for that.
Yeah. So it's so much for like a podcast. So it's like when we talked about the stock market, financial literacy, health, and we talk about so much things as various topics, and there's so much information that can be put into a podcast. But even though we're adding value and people are learning so much and so much information is going into this podcast, but if putting so much information can be good, but if you're not executing, then then you're just, I feel like you're just wasting the information of what is bringing on to you.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much you're a consumer. So you got to be able to have information. After when you have the information, then after you execute, you focus, execute. So information, then focus, then execute.
And that's a life moral, like a life lesson in general.
This is how you can become successful.
Yeah, discipline.
Yep, discipline.
Yeah,
it's what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we talk about. Oh, shout out to Aquarius Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Aquarius Queen.
She
You
came
can
on.
shout out Aquarius Queen all you want, but I tried to offer her a hug at her own event. You know what she did? Turn me down like I was a piece of shit.
So wait, stop.
Oh,
It's
oh,
phonetic wisdom, Niron. Aquarius
We never
Queen,
met
not
her.
in New York.
We never met her in person.
We never met Aquarius Queen in person. You're
so
talking about
clearly
phonetic
DC
wisdom.
Intensive Podcast. I got my hosts mixed up. Apologize. I got my host.
Shout out to Phonetic Wisdom. She had her event
Are we
that
really
week.
shout her out? She wouldn't even give me a hug. That's not the person we should shout out. We should give a double shout out to the person I made a mistake on categorizing.
What?
I have nothing to say.
So you saying she don't give a shout out because she didn't give you a hug?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Aquarius Queen, if you're hearing this, Niron is mad at you because you didn't give him a hug. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll take that. And for the person I mistook for Aquarius Queen, I apologize. Rich, you should continue.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Aquarius Queen for she's yo, she knows that this podcast is adding value.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aquarius.
And most of the time when we are live and stuff like that, she's always in the comment section.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And we've been doing this since what, 2020?
Yeah, 2020 was our first year that we started. That was in the middle of a pandemic we started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now look at us.
And Niron, you came last year.
I came last year.
Okay.
Niron came last year, and that's where the podcast changed
I think Niron
to How's the Sex.
I think Niron's a full year now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I became the How's the Sex guy? Is that what it is?
Bro, we can make many titles for you.
And then it went from you flirting with phonetic wisdom, like, yo, so what's
I don't flirt. I'm intentional.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. We're gonna say those words. All right.
And plus, we're supposed to get this man an outfit.
Right? Yo, let's give this man an outfit.
Yeah, an outfit.
Yeah.
That I will agree with. Right. Those guys from Jersey should have hooked me up. They never hooked me up.
Oh, you talking about Brown Mill?
You want to get drippy?
Brown Mill. I have their phone number.
I'm still dry as stone. I'm not drippy at all.
Oh, you talking about?
I need actually.
Dry. I am bone dry. There's no drip.
Nah. I got their phone number too. I'm gonna hit them up. Be like, yo, my man Niron need to be drippy.
Man, send some merchandise. We could sponsor.
Like if I was Jersey drippy, I think I'd get all the chicks.
I'm mad you looked at the sunset like that.
Right. Well, it's getting warm. So when you in the beach, you know, you look all drippy. The ocean, I have you soaking wet.
That's right.
Boy.
Oh man.
I love about let's say no, so
That's right. Here we go. Shout out to Xavier.
HR.
HR
is the one that's usually like recording the live videos for us.
Yes.
Everybody didn't know. Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, it's so much that's gonna be going on. It's gonna be big things that's gonna be happening. And we're gonna have guests that's gonna be, you know, big. Definitely.
And also too, you know, guys, leave your comments. We want to know the feedback. Let us know what you like and stuff like that. And we want to talk to you guys, you know.
Definitely. Definitely search your website, www.diamondcastincentives.com. But yeah, other than that, TC and Nyron is in charge of this podcast. I'm just chilling.
No, don't listen to him. All of us is on this podcast today.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy.
We supposed to have homie time right now. He said, "Nah, you two gonna take over." Like,
nah.
Now.
So so when it's just us, we just chilling. We do recaps. We do ingredients. We just be chilling. We talking about anything that's on our mind.
Question: are we live right now on?
Yes, we are live right now. Yes.
Sure. People send questions if they have any questions.
Let's see. Give us a second. Okay, hold on.
Next Tyron, like how he felt that day we asked him about the sex, like with his mom.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Other than that, keep talking while I customize this.
All right, that's fine. All right, Troy, talk to me about your week and how you've handled the inflation. Do you drive?
Yeah.
So talk to me about how you've handled these exorbitant gas prices.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to drive less and less because these gas prices are ridiculous. Like, it's no joke. Like, I'm really just going to buy 2 dogs, get a red wagon, and pull myself. Like, you will see me on Jamaica Ave, with 2 great shepherds and shit. Like, nah, it's crazy. Like, for some reason, I go back to regular gas because I pay for plus. For some shit. Like, nah, it's $2. If I fill up my Nissan Altima, it's an Altima. When I spend over $60 on gas on an Altima.
So, speaking of that, if y'all want to talk about gas prices, by the way, we live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter right now. So everybody just tune in, ask your questions in the comments.
So I'll put it to you this way. I remember a time, I'm driving the same 2005 Ford Focus that I've had since 2015.
Yeah.
There used to be a time where $20 filled my gas tank.
Yeah.
It takes me $50 to fill my gas tank now. 50 American dollars. That's what it takes to fill my gas tank.
And you know it's going to get worse because now summertime is coming. We're going to be running the AC that burn up more gas. It's crazy. But you know what? We lucky still. Look at Cali.
Yo,
shout out. I've never been out west. I don't know what it's like to be out west.
Prices is damn real close to $10.
Are you for real?
I'm so serious.
So
shout out. Troy, you're right. Look at Cali. Don't live in Cali. Just look at it. Just look at it from a distance.
I'm looking.
Yo, shout out to Sade Burrell. Shout out to Sade Burrell. Well, 4 a.m. Community. I'm on that. And Sade Burrell, the motivational speaker. Yo, shout out to her. Yo. I told her if I say the word on this podcast, I owe her 5 or 10 cents. We made a deal.
Come on, Sade. You could bump it to $5.
Shout out to Sade Burrell. But I gotta be in Cali because there's a Tupac museum in Los Angeles that I want to go to.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And it ends on my birthday, July 4th. I'm like, nah, I gotta be there. I gotta be. Yeah, it's in Los Angeles.
Were you planning to go like next month?
Nah. I gotta see.
Yeah,
I definitely gotta see.
I know. Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Yeah,
but if we're talking about gas prices, I'm reading an article here that says gasoline prices are hitting $6 in some parts of the country, and summer driving season isn't here yet.
It's crazy.
So that's the whole point of inflation,
Yeah.
right? So when we talk about inflation, the world is like it's going, money keeps just going up. The stock market prices is going down. It's a bear market right now. The S&P 500 is a bear market right now.
Yeah, it's not good right now.
Yeah, exactly. Stocks is Clyde Slade is coming, as a guest on this podcast to talk about the stock market too. But we have to understand is that I think the solution to handle inflation prices is we just got we gotta invest in ourselves. Pay yourself every time you get a every time you get a every time you get a paycheck from your job, it goes you need to invest that to yourself. Invest that to yourself and do that for your business or real estate, whatever investment you can do. I would say that to handle inflation. Because living right now is like living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Have it one of your streams of income. Don't have it all of your streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shout out to Clyde Slade, man. Yo, Clyde Slade.
What's
Yo,
up,
I
Clyde?
know you coming back, bro. I know you coming back. Shout out to Clyde Slade. Yeah, yeah, but for inflation, you gotta invest in yourself because it's only just gonna go up. It's not gonna go down. It's not.
They
There's
even
no
said
such thing as deflation in economics.
it's like we're not gonna see $2 or $3 in a long time.
No, no. So you think that it's not the way how the world, the way the world that we living in right now. You think everything is just gonna just go down? No, the price is just gonna keep going up.
It's always kind of been like that on this planet to begin with. Like when minimum wage go up, guess what? Groceries is also going up as well. Transportation
Exactly.
tickets like trains, planes, all that stuff, it goes up. You know, it's just how
But the
business.
middle class suffers,
What
Well,
you mean, Iron?
as in our wages don't match with inflation.
Of
our
course.
wages, our wages never match to begin with.
Yeah. So wages. Oh, so let's say if inflation goes up 10%, if you're working for a company, it goes 4%. So that doesn't equate to inflation.
Yeah,
You're still going CPI
consumer
price
price
index.
index.
Hey yo,
Mm-hmm.
listen, man. Yo, Clyde Slay, I'm about to invite you. Yo. See, so I'm about to look that up right now. CP Consumer Price Index. Yo, that's a hold on. I'm about to yeah. Now you got us looking that up. You got us looking that up what that is. We don't know what that is. But inflation, especially when we live in New York. New York, what rent is like a 1-2 bedroom is what TC like 2,000 a month.
Oh, how many, like a one bedroom you talking about? Two bedroom.
Yeah, like a 1-2 bedroom
A
is like
one
2,000
bedroom
a
you
month,
probably
right?
paying 1,500
Yeah,
for a two bedroom. Yeah, about 2,000. And depends where. First off,
exactly,
if you're in the city, you're gonna be paying city price and also maintenance
exactly.
fees. And
So
condos, don't forget about HOAs and stuff like that. It's because I know HOAs in New York, it's like you're paying $1,000 on top of your rent.
exactly.
Yeah.
So on top of rent and
Ooh.
where people and people that work a 9 to 5, we continue to complain about inflation. But then when we complain about these things, what are we doing about it?
Oh, not
Rent's going up, gas is going up.
yeah,
So, sales tax goes up,
yeah,
everything goes up, right?
yeah.
Now, are we just going to sit here and complain about it? Or we're going to do something about it? Because if you're a landlord or if you own something, inflation actually increases your income.
It becomes an asset, especially when you own something. That's why a lot of people like who live like let's say these metropolitan states like New York, they go
Yes.
for these multifamily homes. You
Exactly.
know,
Exactly. Exactly. TC, you looked up what consumer price index is?
yes. So it's basically is a measure of the average change over time in the prices made by the urban consumer for a market basket of consumer goods and services.
Gotcha. And while in this podcast, as we do a recording, I want everyone to look that up. That's new to me.
Yeah.
That's definitely new to me.
Nara, you ever heard of that before?
No.
And Naron, your screen, we can't see you.
Shit. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I gotta fix my screen.
All right.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, the stocks is in the bear market right now.
Yeah.
And but that's that
It's
that's yeah, that's something new though.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
the thing is, it's not like the first time this really happened. And remember when Bush was in office? Just one
Oh
example.
my God. Actually, I think when Clinton was president, I think that's when in the beginning, in the ending of Clinton, when he was president, I think that's when it was the beginning of a recession hit. I believe, don't quote me. And then when Bush went into office, that's when he made it worse.
Yeah. Remember, people couldn't find jobs. The housing market was terrible. Even gases back then went up high.
Yeah.
You know, because gas was supposed to be like $1 to $2, and then it went up high. You know, so it's
Yeah.
just things are repeating. And I don't know if the stuff from Ukraine and Russia got stuff to do with this also. But yeah, it happens. You know.
Exactly.
But like a lot of people, like this is why a lot of people is also trying to find assets, so they're not part of this group, the 9 to 5 group, you know. Because once you have an asset that's powerful, that's automatic money coming to your pocket,
It is.
you know.
All right. Yo, Clyde Slade say he gonna come in. He
Oh,
gonna come in.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I just texted me like, yo, you wanna come in, bro? It's up to you.
All right.
But Nyron, talk to me. You quiet. Is he even here? Oh well. But another thing, we that's why financial literacy is important. Of Chuck Finance was talking about.
Aren't they starting to teach financial literacy in school now? Is it become a mandatory subject now?
Well, that's in Florida. So
Oh,
Florida
Florida. Okay.
in Florida, there's a financial literacy. They financial literacy that they're going to be teaching in schools. But I think financial literacy should be mandatory.
Yes,
and
should be a universal major.
nationwide.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why they don't teach us financial literacy is because if you learn about these things, then people don't have the mindset of becoming leaders and teaching others how to do ownership.
I think part of it too, and that could be just a stretch, I guess. I think it's going to be in certain schools, they're going to teach it. And let's say the hood, for example, I don't really see them pushing it too much because at the end of the day, America also grows off of us
Yep.
with certain things, you know.
Yep.
And if they teach the Black community financial literacy young, it's not
Yep.
going to be much homelessness in our community. It's going to be a lot of achievable people. That's not even a word, but that's going to be a lot of people who's going to achieve in life.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
And you gotta remember, they don't really want us to go that far.
Yep. Okay.
You know, that's my take on it.
So I think also is that school, if you look at public schools, if you compare someone that works at a school versus someone that is a cop can have more income than someone that is working in the school.
Yeah.
Why would someone that's working in the school, like when I went to high school, a few teachers and a few custodians, people that work in public schools, they don't drive. They don't have cars.
They can't afford it.
They can't afford it.
Especially if they teach us in New York. Yeah, they can't afford it.
Especially in New York.
Yeah.
They take buses and trains.
Yeah. All right, he's ready.
All right. What's drop your email. Drop your email, bro. Actually, you know what? Speaking of that, hold on. I got you. Actually, you know what? I got you right now. Never mind.
But let him drop it in the private chat.
Hold on. I got you right now. But when teachers, right? In public schools, what you have to realize also is that they get funded by property taxes. These are public schools. Look it up.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So, due to the fact that in public schools and when they're teaching, also one thing that a lot of people don't know about teachers is that they do not get, how can I say this? Teachers, they pay by their own money, like textbooks, crafts, and all of that.
Yeah, because from their pockets.
Yeah. The school don't fund them for that.
No, they don't.
What's good, Clyde Slade? How you, bro? What's good?
Oh, we can't hear you, bro.
We can't hear you.
What's going on?
You sound kind of low.
Sound kind of low.
Oh, it do? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you good now. You good.
Wait. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's better.
We can hear you.
Hold on.
All right. Wait, no, they take a lot of resources from their own pockets just to provide.
Exactly. Now, mind you, they don't get reimbursed.
You would think the government would supply stuff for them.
The government don't supply.
And the thing is, I think teacher jobs is not even government. I think it's just city, depending where.
Because public schools are owned by the city.
Yeah, and not all cities run well.
Yeah. Private schools that's another thing. But city schools is owned by city and it's city property. So the city gets the city gets funded, and when they get funded, that goes to public schools.
Why do you think they
don't
have
really get
donation drives?
so they don't really get that much money.
Why do you think they have donation drives for schools?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So that goes by what inflation, right?
Yeah.
What Clyde Slade was talking about, consumer price index. Yo, you just dropped a gem on the comments,
Yeah,
bro.
you did. Oh yeah, and Clyde, we also have a next guest, also our next host here, Naran. We don't know where he is right now, but
Where is Nyron?
Yeah, I seen he was in his car, right?
yeah,
He
should be popping back up. So sorry
that's the wild card.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man? What's going on? I hear y'all got a lot of current events going on.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, a lot of unfortunate events too, but yeah.
Yeah, in New York, what's going on in Buffalo? Well, Buffalo's 7 hours away from the city, but yeah, you got inflation going on, and then New York City, of course, the way how it is.
Just last month, remember in the subway with the that black guy who came on the train and like smoke bombed it?
Okay, you talking about the dude did the Dark Knight? He did the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Did he pull the Batman?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just
what's going on, bro? Yo, I'm glad you tapped in, bro. How's everything? Can you hear me? Okay. I think you're trying to fix. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we tapped in. But yeah, Clyde Slade's gonna be with us in June, y'all.
Yeah, that's a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's gonna be talking about the stock market, the bear market, everything. He's gonna talk about that.
Some of the things we already touched on today is going to be touched on more in detail.
Yeah. He's definitely.
Oh, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Something went off. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're good.
You're good. But yeah, Clyde Slade gonna be with us in June. He's gonna talk about the stock market. He's gonna be talking about all that. He's gonna be dropping gems in June.
Today we just free balling it, you know.
Today we just free balling, Clyde. We just free balling.
We can talk about anything.
Just enjoying life.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
It sounds like you're talking about the current events that's going on.
Yeah, basically. We just talking about gas prices. We now then the teacher stuff, you know.
Yeah, just like I read an article saying that gas prices is going to be up to $6 nationally.
Yeah, well, Cali already hit $6.
Yeah, Cali already hit.
I know Hawaii is in the $5s. We like about to hit $5.
Oh, so my question is, how do you weather that storm? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you weather that storm? I mean, people are doing activities in life that they think is necessary, and they think that they have the priority to do them.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going through things that I guess things that's going on, you have to switch the style. You know, I'm from New York City. Y'all from New York City. We never had it good, regardless.
Facts.
Pretty much.
Like suffering and pain is something that we always know.
Yeah.
So the next question is, do you deserve things that you're really getting? I mean, is it necessary for you to be in the car? You know, I haven't drove a car in years. For years, I was riding my bike.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I made sure I was in a location that was close to work because I guess when you reach times like this, you really have to start adding up things that matter and the things that don't matter. And you need to start paying attention to the people that you want to get to, right? Like the levels you want to get to in life. And if you don't see those levels, then you can make a pretend motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And make it, you know what I'm saying? Make him have the levels that you want to get to and stop, disassociation. Stop paying attention to what. Like me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really sign up to the media stuff.
Me either. None of us do.
I people talk about inflation and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just reminds me that we in an institution, And to me, it is the current events. Like years ago when I was in school, I don't remember. I don't know if I was in like the third grade. Teacher would be like, "Okay, homework is current events."
Yeah.
And then I would write down like these current events that what was going on in the newspaper, and then we would all bring it to school, and we would have a conversation about it. I don't know if y'all ever did that, like current.
Oh yeah.
events.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And now I'm paying attention to that, and I'm like, wow, you just trying to build me up in the most important years of my life, right? Which was K through 12, or preschool through 12. You probably lock my parents up if I ain't show up at school.
Mhm.
That was the time, not having me out, at the school, and my parents was working. They was busy working,
Yeah.
so they didn't really have time to attend to things that was necessary, like give me the proper things that will lead me on to where I am today. A lot of people today, not to get too deep, but a lot of people today is still elementary.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
understand?
I agree. I
We know
agree.
red is what? Stop. We know green is what? Go. We know
Go.
yellow is what? Slow down, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's all elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you came in my house and I painted a red line, you automatically gonna stop. You're
Yeah.
already programmed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I just feel like this institution is very deep. Like to me, I think interracism is it's easy. I think it's easy. I think to end racism is simple. The people that's living right now, I can't choose on whether or not to direct how you feel about different things because that's your view. I gotta
Yes.
go dance grandma out the grave and say, hey, grandma, put this guy on. It doesn't work like that no more. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's easy. You just put the education inside of school. You educate people about what they are. Because I always tell white people, I say, you can either be one or two things. They're like, I'm not racist, but you buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Very true.
you got to be honest with yourself, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You damn sure don't think I come before you, so that means you buy it. That means you already made a decision.
Yeah.
But bias come from racism though.
Yes.
Bias, discrimination, that all comes in one.
I mean, we can say that, right? Being opinionated, because there's a lot of different things. Like when you talk about racism,
Yeah.
that's a real deep subject, and the reason why is because you have to talk and be open discussion and be able to talk to people who are racist and get their views, not be judgmental against it. So I feel like we've been told a lot of different things in the institution, like they preach slavery, massive slavery. Like even in Kanye's talk, the highlight of Kanye's talk was that comment that he said, right? But there was a lot of different things that he said before that.
Oh, of course.
And to dig deep on that, you really got to go back into before slavery. And then if you want to solve that problem, then you got to think before that problem comes. For most black people, they begin at slavery. And so they don't see a lot of the greatness. You feel me? Like I always told you, they still can't explain the Egyptians to this day. They still researching and digging and touching walls and opening up boats. You feel me?
Of course.
The time that we at right now is very low level. And it's because we're not in operation, like we're not using our mind every day. Like we wake up and walk. Do you learn how to correct your walk now? No. How you walk is how you walk. If I watched you and see you walk for the last month, and maybe you had a lean to you, right? That's not a proper walk, right? But check this out. If I'm looking at you, I could tell, oh, yo, that's my boy Cash right there walking.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't corrected his walk, even though it's not good, even though it's not that great yet. So our brain is so powerful that we just automatically just doing things every day, automatically doing things, and we're lack using it. As the time goes by, we getting all these different things that come in and then come into our lives, and it doesn't want us to interact with our brain. That's why we have Google. That's why we have Alexa. That's why we have search engines. That's why we speak to doctors and they tell us something, and then we go look at that information and then we battle on what we read on Google. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
A lot of people that pass their mind over to the search engine, Google.
Yep.
There's people this day. If you ask 10 people right now, you'd be like, "Hey, is your brain more powerful than a computer?" 10 of them look at you as you fucking stupid. Like, dude,
Nah, that's a fact though.
your brain cannot beat a computer. I bet you right now that computer's standing right there, and I'm standing right there. Somebody takes a gun out and shoot. That computer not gonna run. I'm gonna run, right? So automatically, even on the small stuff, I beat the computer because I live longer than him right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know, man. I mean, the more I'm getting older, like I tell my therapist, because I do see a therapist, the more that I get older, I just realize that I'm surrounded by zombies, man. You know what I'm saying? And more so.
Explain zombie, cause I think. Oh, by the way, I think what Clyde Slade just said. I think we need to normalize therapy. All of us.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, well, you know, before I went to therapy, I didn't understand. I just thought it was for people who had a lot of problems. Even though it is helpful for people who do have problems, but what a therapist is good at is they make you. So what I learned when I first went, I was like, damn, I don't know how this lady could speak to everybody about their problems and go home and be good. But that's not what she was doing. She didn't really care about what I really had going on. She just was making sure that my thought process was correct in the decisions that I was making. It wasn't really about right or wrong. It was about understanding the perception, understanding your perception versus reality.
Yeah, and if you realize with therapy, most of the time it's you just talking to yourself.
Yeah. So you got motherfuckers watching games, bro. These motherfuckers never walked around a block and they mad at a motherfucker because he hit 15 threes and missed 3 of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dude should go to therapy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like another thing too, I grew up in a drug environment, right? I grew up with killers, right? I grew up where I lost a lot of my best friends. I grew up in, you know, people was robbing people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see people where I come from flashbacking on that. Like, I miss these days. Nah, bro. You tripping. How you miss that?
That's all they know.
You can always find good times and bad times, and I understand that. But let's look at this shit subjectively.
Yeah.
Right? The people who got killed in this environment, what you think if they was in LA, if they was in a nice neighborhood, or you know, if they was in Cali or what, you know, these good neighborhoods, they would have got killed? No. We grew up rough. We grew up in this environment, right?
Yeah.
It's bad that they're not around no more, but at the same time, we can't be selfish, right? We got to learn to understand that we got to grow from where we at. We shouldn't be flashbacking back into the days when we were sharing pizza together because we ain't had no money.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So
I agree.
It's just being able to grow and change things and change the dynamics of your genetics and different things that's going on is just extremely important right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't sign up to the institution. I mean, somebody tell me they want money, I tell them hit my inbox. We're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna figure it out. Like, they gave us all the tools we need. And I talked about this 3 years ago. They gave us all the tools we need. So we do not need to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, so, you know, I don't really talk about investing too much, right? No more. You probably didn't for a while. So, the reason is because where I'm from, when you help people where I'm from, they think they fucking know it all, right? So,
I think that's everybody. That's everybody.
No, it ain't. It ain't everybody, because I just sat down with some doctors yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? Which I don't promote 6-figure earners, you know what I'm saying, living good.
Yeah.
And they appreciate what you do, right? And what they do is when they get, they give. So it ain't everybody, but where we from, we think it's everybody. It's not.
Do you think because it's like a pride thing?
No, it's not a pride thing. It's a poverty thing.
Okay.
You know how many people I help? Like I put my blood, sweat, and shit. Like, yo, you know what up, dog? You know, I'm gonna show you how to do this. You know what? You put this shit aside. I don't want nothing from you. I'm gonna show you the bread and butter. And then this dude start telling everybody like he know it, like he invested shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he not knowing. Like my mother always told me, like, yo, when you give, you just increase and you increase and you increase. Because now you're not worried about what you got. So you're not placing no limitations on yourself.
Yeah.
That's just the laws of the nature. I'm involved with the universe. I don't give a fuck about humans. Humans disappoint every day. I've disappointed a lot of people all the time. Right?
That's
so
all of us.
Yeah, so I don't care.
Yeah.
My agreement is with the universe. When I do this, I get this. Right? If I go in the water right now, water's going to hit my feet. Right? That's my agreement with the universe. If I go right now and jump into the ocean, I don't know how to swim, right? My agreement with the universe is going to take you a lot to survive or you might die, right? That wasn't a smart choice. So I'm not focused on what humans do. Well, whether we're like, you like me today or you don't like me tomorrow, because then I'm setting my limitations.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I'm not focused on that. But, going back to what I was saying about the investing, who's the greatest investor? Everybody knows that, right? Who's the greatest investor? If you go of all time, they always talk about him. Who is he? Warren Buffett, right?
Okay.
How many hours of online footage do he has right now that's convenient for every year that you're standing there? Right now, talking. Every year that you're standing there. This dude has Berkshire Hathaway. He talks about everything from cryptocurrency to the US dollar bill. Okay? 6 hours. You think
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett is on CNBC.com. You go in, you type CNBC Warren Buffett annual report, annual meeting. You're going to see every year. Boom, boom, boom. He sit down for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
The world richest man. And he tells you what to do. The thing that you were saying today was that's what he said. What you were saying today, he said, listen, these times right now that we're going through, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself.
Yes.
Is to get your mind right so you can focus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And some of that is detaching from what's around you. Some of that is removing yourself from what you think is good for you. If it's good for you, come back, bro. But it's removing yourself. That's what I did. I had to remove myself because what happens if you cut my arm off? Right? If you cut my arm off, I lose one arm, right?
Yeah.
If you cut my leg off, I lose one leg. But you think I'm gonna lose my ability to do more? No. What's gonna happen is that one arm that you got is gonna be greater, right?
Yeah.
The other leg that you got is gonna be greater.
Yeah.
You feel me? So sometimes we're in a stage right now where we have too much.
Okay.
And even the corniest motherfucker's busy right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
even
fact.
the corniest motherfucker's busy because there's a flux of information that is out there, right? And it's the overkill. So to gain your ability, you must detach from what they're presenting to you.
Yeah.
We don't want to do digital Nike. We come on, we haven't reached that level yet.
Yeah.
I don't want Alexa in my house doing stuff for me that I need to be doing myself.
Exactly.
I don't want to get in my car and my map is telling me to go home. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go on my phone and hear the conversation I was just having with my wife because my window cracked and it's showing me advertisements, right? That shit is destabilizing. It's allowing you to think more.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her, say that again. Say that again, what you just said. That was say that again.
Yeah. I can't even say it again. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta rewind that button.
are taking your ability to think. So people are not thinking no more. People just have opinions. It's different.
Yes.
Thinking and having an opinion is different. If I walk up to people purposely, I say, "What you think about this and this?" and both of them don't mean nothing to these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, "Oh, I think about that." I never hear motherfuckers say, "That ain't my motherfucking business."
Yeah, and that's very true.
Did I have an opinion? That's how you test motherfuckers you fuck with. You walk up to them, hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? That motherfucker, the first response should be like, I don't give a fuck about that. You think you could go up to Louis Farrakhan and ask him some shit that he don't care about? You think you could go up to Donald Trump? You think you could go up to Donald Trump and ask him some shit he don't care about? And he's gonna respond to you? No. And that's the thing about it is we've gotten so far away from what our ancestors fought so hard for that we allow things to do stuff for us. You know, alarm clocks, all these different things is going off that we're using our mind less when we should be using it more. We are told that we old at 60, right? So we at 35 preparing to die. You understand what I'm saying? We are told that we make a decision. We are told that we're not making decisions by not making decisions.
Yep.
It's just like, yo, we just got to get back to the groundwork and start seeing things and start building on different things and start subtracting all of these things that we have in our life that's not useful for us.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that too, because if you Google and I want everybody to Google this, right? In the year 2025, the median wealth of Black Americans will fall to zero. I'm sorry, the year 2053. Look it up. That's the prediction.
But the crazy part is why? You know why? You know why? Because people are so scared to make mistakes.
That's very true.
They're so scared to make mistakes. There's people who believe that they're living perfect. As soon as something happens, they divert because they feel a little pain, they feel awkwardness, and then they divert the other way.
Yeah.
Yep.
And never turn back.
Yep.
They never turn back. And so they get reached with these challenges that they're supposed to manifesting, because that's where they come from, warriors and kings, but they don't do that. They just walk away from it.
Yeah.
And what happens is they made a decision without making a decision. Somebody made a decision for them, or they lacked of wanting to go further, make the decision for them, but they made a decision regardless. You know, and it's horrible, man. I mean, being scared is just, you know, not making that mistake is costing people. And not feeling like you should write down shit when you're supposed to and go back on your mistake is another thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trial and tested, man. Like this isn't rocket science, man. But
it's definitely not.
But people are having a hard time. You gotta start reading. You know, reading is very important.
Yeah, and 6 hours. I think 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day. Reading. I think. What's his? I forgot who one of the wealthiest dudes said he reads. He reads. I forgot his name, but he said he reads like 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day he reads.
Well, I put down the book for a while, but I was reading during the pandemic. I read a lot of books. And a lot of the books that I read on was the things that were going on, not what they was giving out in the public, which was more about politics, poverty, you know, capitalism. I kind of wanted to dig deeper in that and understand it more. And bro, insane, bro, insane.
What's the book? What's the book?
One of the books that I think is very important to where you at right now and to open your eyes to actually what's going on is Other People's Money. There's called Other People's Money. Forgot the author. Hold on, let me see right now.
Okay.
Let me See if I can see.
There was one book you shared. There was one other book Clyde shared on Facebook. I think that one was
if you find the book, if you could link it into the chat, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Let me
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, it was. I think that's important to read.
Yeah, reading is very fundamental.
Another thing is about investment, right?
Reading is part of investing.
So this book is by Charles V. Bagley.
Okay.
And hold on. Man, that book is crazy. It talks about, hold on. So hold on, right?
Okay.
It talks about, so there's a big gap that's going on, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about this and I challenge people to the death of this, right? There's a misunderstanding what people are observing right now. They're looking around and they're using this word saying that gentrification is happening, right? They're saying the neighborhoods is getting gentrified. But what people fail to realize, what I never heard a lot of people talk about, is why it's getting gentrified. And that's the key. That's the key. So when, and this is for years people have been talking about this, but nobody really wants to know why this is happening. And when you read that book will blow your mind because it's going to elaborate it. So like somebody's having a conversation with you and speaking to you about something, but then you're seeing something else from it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I don't smoke no weed or nothing, because I think if I would have read that book, it did make me feel a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the main structure of that book, it really talks about the Stuyvesant houses. Have you ever went to Brooklyn on a bridge?
Yeah. Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah.
Do you see that apartment complex on the side that looks like project?
Yes, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
It's not project. That's the Stuyvesant house, right?
Okay.
And from there, they talk about how it was built, right? Basically, with other people's money. And the same guys who's in charge, you're gonna read their names, and they still in charge right now. And they in big places, the Black Rock. You get some research. And so what they did is, just to sum it up for you, I won't give too much of the information and what you see what's going on around you. I'm gonna explain this to you. So when they passed the the Federal Housing Act, you remember they passed that in 1960.
Yep.
So they passed the Federal Act in 1960 something that would allow Black people to buy homes. Okay, this wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
And then they also passed the civil rights was 60 about the same time. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to create these, what we always look at as oversized caskets, these projects, right? These project buildings. They wanted to create these project buildings, right? And the city didn't pay for them. They wound up tapping into investors like Left Rack. I forgot what his first name is. You'll get into that. You'll read about him in the book. He's in there. He's big time, right? And they bought all these buildings. Now the benefit for the investors to do this, now it's going to make perfect sense to you. That there was I think it's called J151. It's like a tax code, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this tax code would give them a 25 years that they have to pay, yada 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 tax. So, in long story short, is after the 25 years was up, because they have all of these, housing laws in New York, that and all across these towns, I mean, he states that what they did is they sold the property back to investors, different investors, and that was the loophole.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, so when you sold the property to an investor, he can restructure the house, renovation, put the countertop stoves and all of these different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He can mark up the rent every year that he do it. And to move a lot of people out of our community, what they did is they got rid of like the grocery stores. They put the dog parks in those areas,
Yeah.
Chinese stores, the laundromat went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, they gentrified it. It was the reason behind it. That's why you could go right now on Left Rack Home Project and you can do a virtual tour. You see the project's got the countertop, the stainless steel, and then now the rent up. And to speak about that Stuyvesant, I don't want to give too much of the folks, but no black people committed at that specific time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was deep.
Wow.
It was deep.
Wow.
A lot of Sioux City money went into there, and I don't want to get too much, but that that started to collapse in 2009 of the housing market and stuff like that. But like I said, the same people you see right now is in control. The same people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So what's the name of the book again?
Good.
Oh, Other People's Money?
Other People's
Money. Big Lee or something like that. Hold
on. That's good what you said.
Yes, Charles B. Bagley, and then you'll read about Left Rack.
Okay.
You'll read about it because he forwards the end in that book. You know what I'm saying? He owns a lot in Jersey City.
Mm.
He was a man who came out there with nothing.
So another thing.
Everything was.
But so another thing, right, is that I just want to throw it out there too, Clyde, is that the standard is put 3 to 6 months of expenses, or we talk about emergency funds, right? As far as like we go like investing or saving money and all of that, right? I've learned something recently that 3 to 6 months is the standard. But if you put 5 years into your investments, then you golden. I've never heard of that before.
It's my first time hearing that.
Yeah.
5 years into what?
Into your investments, or put it into your emergency funds. That's much like paying yourself first.
Emergency fund is in case something happens. Right,
yeah.
So you have emergency funds.
Yep.
Once your emergency funds reach a certain amount, then they say you start investing. Right. That's what I hear standard everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most people investing don't sit well with most people. They don't understand the dynamics. So even having that conversation right there.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like an institution guy is talking again. You understand what I'm saying? It sounds like zombie language. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people still struggling to, a lot of people in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing but the mud. So check this out. You ever try to kick knowledge to a 17 to 18-year-old? Say, hey, 10 years, if you do this with money, 10 years. Like I tell my wife, I said, when she talked to us, I say, listen, man, you, this motherfucker, if you minus 10 years, he was 7 years old, man. You talking infinite time to him.
Yeah.
That shit's bulletproof and go past his head, So the cool thing I like to talk about with people, and I tell my wife this, you don't fucking worry about how much you got no more. Don't spend no time on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't spend no time on talking about putting that shit aside. You know, if you don't spend, you have money.
Yeah.
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Most simplest fix. You don't spend, you have money, right?
Yeah.
So you know if you're busy, you can't spend, right? Those are two things that you know. Stay busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stay busy, stay grinding, stay focused on different streams of income. Like you try to talk to people, some people they good with just going to work every day and preparing for that casket.
Yeah.
A lot of people good with that.
Yes.
They go to work every day. They buy cancer food, put the food in their fridge, sit down. They think they deserve time because they work hard. That's what mommy used to say. You can't say that shit. You can't
Yo,
use you fucking swagger jacket. You can't use her line. I work hard. I can sit down and eat. Yeah, because that's all she could do.
Yeah.
Those
You
times
understand
is
what
over.
Mhm.
Those times is over.
Sometimes over. You don't get to do that, mama. You don't get to come home and say because you work and then you raising these kids and you like, I can't do that for you because I came from work. Nah, it's just but a lot of things is like, how do we wake these people up from the dead to fix the things that they taught us? And we love them so close. We can't just let some guy with a red shirt and a red hat come and tell them, oh, what their grandma told them was wrong. They still caught off on emotional shit. That shit is over their fucking head, dog. That shit go over their head. Nigga, they got grandma pictures. Nigga, they still crying because grandma's dead. They still have these times when they having a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Some people passed away, and I told people, how you feel about it? And they still having a hard time with this person. So I'm trying to fix that shit. I can't fix that shit. They got a long way. They need therapy. They need to understand life cycle.
Yeah.
They need to understand what's going on. Cause I lost my homie because he got killed in the hood. Like, rest in peace. Survival of the fittest. You know, I'm still here. I'm gonna pull myself. Yo, let me tell you some crazy shit that blew my mind. And you can check this shit out. So this lady, right? This lady, real quick, right? She was from Brooklyn. Her son got murdered, right? By the police. And of course, it's the same situation where, you know, it's really hard to convict someone like a cop who got plenty of time to tamper with shit, right? So somehow, some way, this cop, he stayed on board. He's now behind Eric Act. This is who this dude is right now. And I'll find the article and show you, right? And so he wound up getting promoted all the way up the ranks, where this dude is a big time commissioner or some shit. Like,
What's his name?
I don't know. I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm
gonna send it to you, right? But you can, you know, Google help people think nowadays. They can just say exactly what I just said, and that's the whole story will pop up. That's how amazing shit is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna tell you. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna tell you a better way to search it because I'm gonna finish the story because this is gonna get pretty interesting right here, right? So the lady's sons died, right? And the guy's not convicted. He becomes this commissioner or whatever. I've seen him standing behind Eric App the other day. She fights the civil, she gets the money. She doesn't get the criminal, but she gets the money, right? So she gets like $1.2 million, right? Now today, listen to me right here. Today, she's upset. She's very upset because guess what? Guess what? Her other son gets murdered, right? Her other son gets murdered. And the commissioner, the same guy who killed her first son, is investigating this crime now.
Okay.
So she says this is not fair. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So back to what I'm saying, this lady had enough money to get out the hood, bro. million in the time when it was exponential, and then now she's upset. She's not even talking about the fact that she could have got out the hood and got her family out the hood. She's upset that guy is taking an investigation of her now and knew her youngest son was dead. That's poverty, bro. That's zombie living. She could tell me on the phone. There's nothing she could tell me on FaceTime. There's nothing she could tell me that she can answer to me while she still was out there in the heating pot, bro.
Wow.
Yo, bananas where I was from, bro. They killed a cop on the left side of my block, and they shot a cop on the right side of my block.
And what you talking about, right? About like cops and black
was normalized, and this shit was normalized. Not to say else, there was people. Not to what?
No, keep going. I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying. Where I grew up, this was normalized.
Wow.
This shit is normal to y'all. Y'all know how we do it. Somebody violates, you gotta handle your business. You know where you at. You know where you at. You know where you at. And if you don't handle your business, then you know the repercussions, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're gonna be called a pussy. You know
that's hood mentality.
Or he's not the type of nigga. Other words. You understand what I'm saying? But you know what's called in the hood. You know you either got a name for something or a name for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, either way you got a name. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I'm 40 plus years old, it don't matter, but I know the situation when I'm involved in when I used to live out there. I know what time it was. I knew what time it was. I know what time I was on.
Yeah.
And who had the opportunity. It just so happened that I had to be out there. And to be honest, I didn't realize that where I was at till I left. I didn't realize that shit was dangerous. I didn't know that shit was dangerous. You can nigga, I loved that shit. Nigga, I was a street hugger, a block hugger. I loved it. I ain't know that shit made me have a pain. Yo, I still be talking to my therapist about how I cut motherfuckers off. She like, man, that's different. And then it brought me back to like, oh, I know why. Motherfucker violates me nowadays. I can't do shit really the way I run it. You know what I'm saying? Unless this nigga's involved in an act of crime, I can't do anything to him, right? Yeah. So I just have to cut him off because my hands is tied. I'm too involved in some things. So because of that trauma, my circle's small. I gotta make my shit small because nigga violate me, I want to hurt him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, of course.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
It is not normal.
We grow up with that shit. Yo, that nigga violated, so he killed him. We know. Rest in peace. Yeah, but because of trauma. That's trauma.
Trauma's passed down.
The hood mentality is all trauma.
Yeah.
It's all trauma.
Listen, I bring you to Cali. That shit don't change for you. As soon as you get off the plane, what that nigga? I gotta be like, yo, bro, pass this. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you, bro? A fucking SA Mexican come to you and all you know, you remember this nigga at the Chinese spot where you at? These niggas live wire down here. You know what I'm saying? It just runs different. You know what I'm saying? It's mentality, and you don't realize it when you're in it, but it's just so much trauma built up. But like I said, for that lady to have her son still die in the same place that she's at, it's just that what makes me understand we in zombie land. You know what I mean? People not paying attention no more.
Definitely not, especially when you got and then after when you talk about that situation, and then you got companies and you got organizations like the Black Lives Matter organization, and then you see the founder, the feminist founder had all of that investment into her own house. So all of those donations that she had with Black Lives Matter, all of these killing and everything else, say what you talking about, same situation you talking about how a cop killed a black person And then after that, here go, people scream, shout, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we donate into the cause, everything else, because we thinking it's a good thing.
The problem is black people are donating off emotion, not reality.
No facts behind it.
Facts. There's no facts behind it.
You see Black Lives Matter, which is a logo in the company, and you ain't even paying attention on what's behind that. You just so emotionally driven.
Know the true origins of the person who made the whole company.
Exactly.
So check this out, right? Check this out, right? The reason why I never talk about that, right, is because sometimes when you talk about people don't understand, it's too complex. So I'm just going to keep it basic. You motherfuckers are putting money in someone's pocket based off emotion.
Yes.
You're not. You're putting money because that's why they use the Lives Matter, right?
Yeah.
And you think you're gonna go to somebody? You think I'm gonna go to my wife and say, "Hey, babe, your life matters"? Motherfucker, we know our life matters.
Yeah.
Right. So that's not me behind that. That's if somebody comes to you and say Jay-Z matters, you go like, you like Jay-Z. There's somebody that's not coming from the root. Feel me?
Yeah.
That's coming from somebody who feels some type of sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
They have made the black people the most lowest people on the face of this earth. Black people want to get along so bad, bro. That's what you have out there. You don't have someone who's not getting what they working for.
Exactly.
You got people who's marching who want somebody who don't want to deal with them.
And then,
wait, hold on. Half these motherfuckers ain't even fuck with their cousin in the last 5 years.
Yo, my man took the glasses off.
Some bullshit he did when they was 5 years old.
That's how you know it's real. My man took the glasses off.
It's true what he's saying, though.
I haven't talked to people in my family who don't adolescent shit. I was a kid when I did that. You feel with me?
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers, and it's a fact because I seen one of these characters marching at the Black Lives Matter. And he don't even deal with the black lives that really matter. So when you creating groups like that, the fact is that has nothing to do with anything because black people get killed at those events. Black people get harmed at those events. Yeah. And you can't expect that lady not to take care of her family. She's doing what everybody else do when they get money in their pocket.
She took advantage. She sees like everybody's all hurt with the shootings and stuff. She said, "Okay, I'm gonna make some money off of it." She basically made a GoFundMe.
She made some money off of.
She made a GoFundMe. Let's be real.
She made money off of people.
She made a GoFundMe and she put Black Lives Matter in front of it.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Right? Hold on. Let me ask you something. Real quick.
See, that's how you know this conversation just got real.
Okay,
let's go. Let's go.
Let's get back on now.
Okay, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. What did you expect her to do with the money?
Exactly, because
that's a good question.
Right?
She never said what she's going to do for us. So
look at Elon Musk, right? I'm going to give you an example because he's a great example. And you can go look him up on TED Talk, right? Because that's probably he's probably some of the only people that I really listen to, right? And you listen to him, and people mad at him with all this money. He's still sleeping in his friend's house. You feel me? The only thing that he does that requires more money is taking a jet from location to location so he can be there at the meeting. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And driving a car that he created. You feel me? But you can only go as far as your mind can see. Poverty is not a form of cash. It's a form of mindset. Once you change that mindset, you become rich, and cash doesn't matter anymore. You don't have a cash problem.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't expect someone who got cash in at an enormous amount behind a lot of sentiment to do the right things for it. She's a human being, bro, and humans disappoint. What your objective is, she's gonna disappoint all day because that doesn't matter. Black lives matter starts with her family. If she was white, then white lives would matter, right? But she's not. She's black. So she's gonna take care of the baby daddy, right? She's gonna put the money in the property. She's not doing nothing different from anyone else who gets money. Hold on, and nobody knows where the money's going. Who just gives money to somebody to an organization and the organization doesn't stand on anything? They were spending all of this money in 2000 and 2020 in COVID.
Some of that went to the Democratic Party. I gonna hold too much on that. I gonna hold too much on that.
Some people, well, all money is going to some party, whether it goes to Coca-Cola or Walt Disney. It's going to a party, right? That's why they want to shut Disney down right now, right? Oh yeah, we ain't gonna give you this clear zone and no more because these gays. That's all political. Yeah. There's always a political party behind everything. Yeah. Even things that we involved in, even homes that we like. You probably live in a Trump supporter house. You probably ran from a Trump supporter. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but just going back, what I'm just saying is we can't expect people to do stuff that they don't. She had no business. She had no business getting all that money to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, don't be surprised if she be locked up in a few years because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? When they because the money that's donated to her is government money, and 501 3 or whatever it is, right? And so it's a nonprofit. So once they can figure out how she's profiting, or once they get tired of enjoying the news, they're gonna snatch her up, just like they did Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna get her maximum time and stuff like that. And they want the blacks to make her wrong first because they don't want the uproar. So once the blacks condemn her, like you, and y'all say, "Oh yeah, she's wrong and she did this and she did this," and then they enough to get her in a good situation. Oh, she gave her baby daddy this amount. Does it matter? Oh, she gave it to him. She gave that shit to a man. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what they do. They bring the sentiment so they can start touching different factors because yes, it's a political thing. Mm. Why do you think when all these mass killings happen, they don't put it on the TV as quick? They try to soften the news. All of it is because we're in an institution, right? And the institution, they know what news does. News moves people, right? News make things happen. Because when you give someone the current event, that's how the day's gonna go, right? Yeah. And you got people who got agendas, like Biden, right? Biden went over there to talk about gun control. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, my question to Biden: he wants gun control, and where a gun was absentee at all times. They don't shoot people where guns are at. That's why it keeps happening in the same places over and over again.
Yeah.
No gun. Church, no gun. Right? Supermarket, no gun. This happened. Yeah. This happened in the supermarket 2 or 3 times already within the last few years. So that's what I'm saying. Like nobody's holding these human beings accountable. They're allowing these human beings to talk about things that don't make sense. They don't have no guns out there. That's why nobody's shot. You do that shit in Arizona, you're gonna get shot with it. You're gonna get shot with a fucking AR by somebody in the supermarket.
Same in Texas.
Well, Texas, yeah, because it's a right to bear arms versus in New York. New York, you can't carry. You cannot carry a weapon in New York because you can go to jail for a year.
Yeah. So why is Biden, who's supposedly care for the black people, going to a black community that had no fucking guns? How many people got locked up in that area with guns? Probably 15 to 30 people a year. Come on, let's talk facts, bro.
Well,
And
just,
why? Hold
yeah.
on, hold on. And what are they getting locked up for? Illegal guns.
Possession of a weapon. Just possession of a weapon, matter of fact.
Yeah, but why? Why don't they have a weapon? You understand what I'm saying? This is supposed to be normalized environments like that because that's what they want it to be. And they continuously still having those people. Grandmother got killed over there. If you look at it, 70% of them were older people who go and cook. What did he do when he got? I didn't read his manifestation or any of that bullshit, but I know he went out there and scoped that area out for a while.
Yeah.
He seen anybody with significant armor around there? You think he felt like he seen anybody who was a threat?
Yeah.
How many times do you think these guys scoped out areas where they like, nah, bro, I ain't coming back over here? That's a known fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So a dude talking about gun control or gun absentee? Gun control what? Somebody just got killed in an environment where there was no gun. So why you want to have why are you using that for political movement and opportunity to go out there and allow these people? And then we got these people, once again, you see the demographic. You see the demographic. It's the I feel sorry for you demographic.
Exactly.
That's what it is. When something happens, I feel sorry. Old ladies died out there, bro.
Yeah.
Old ladies, old people's grandmothers. You understand what I'm saying?
So I just want to bring it out there too, that I want to go back to when you were talking about the news too, is that the news is not meant to tell the truth. The news is meant to make money off of people's emotions.
So it comes up to this, right? Because we can always battle on what's true and what's not true. The fact is, so this is why I always like to stick to what everybody would know. The news wants to give you what's going on today.
Exactly.
Okay, quote unquote. Okay, that's what they want to do. They want to give you what's going on today, right? They don't want to give you the real. We already know that, but the fact is, this isn't the fact that there's a problem when you can have an agenda today and someone coming tomorrow and change what you were supposed to do tomorrow. When the news channel could do that, that's the problem. That's a problem when these people, when certain people were living their life and they had plans to do this and they were going to do this, but because they unsealed the document during election that there was going to be no more abortions, now they're going to go and march down in front of some civil court or whatever building it is.
Mm-hmm.
That means you are no longer in control. That means you're a zombie. That means you did exactly what they wanted you to do. Somebody put that document out not because they didn't know. They knew it was election time and it was going to be impacted in the time. And then now they're going to have a little heated discussion, which is probably going to change a few votes at the thing. That's just what it is. You know, why did you stop whatever you had going on and go march for that bullshit? Right? That's what I'm saying. People, not when you wake up in the morning, you hit the phone and you got some news alert and oh shit, 18 people shot. Now all of a sudden you stimulate. Stimulus is a whole nother conversation. This world is overstimulated. That's from ejaculation to sex to news to TV shows to hearing things that's unnecessary for their progress every day. You got to kind of. Most people don't like. I won't watch TV. I only watch TV at certain times because I don't want to be overstimulated. You understand what I'm saying? You got people put 3D glasses on, punching shit. Dude, just fucking playing with your brain like that, man. Stay off that shit, man.
Right.
We thought video games was enough. Have you ever watched? So, like I said, fact, right? Have you ever watched somebody in a video game? You could pick their wallet out. You could go buy food and come back. How many times I used to play video games? How many times you played the game and you looked up and the whole day was gone? You're like, holy shit! Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That's all of us. That was all of us because we enjoyed playing video games.
I haven't had a session like that in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't had that in a minute.
Yeah, but it's a stimulant. You understand what I'm saying? And so now you're taking your mind to another place. You know, and I'm not saying games are bad, but I'm just speaking in regards to being overstimulated, right?
Yeah.
What you should be doing to create, your mind. Like some people, they already say I'm broke, I'm poor. That's it, bro. You can't. If that dude he convinced himself he ain't making no money, that's he ain't making no money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're fighting yourself.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he ain't making no money. If you done if that nigga, I'm broke. And most people, they won't tell you in their mind. They be like, no, I feel I could make it. They don't really believe that shit. The universe will respond to what you truly believe, dog. And until you believe it, it ain't gonna respond. So you lying to whoever you talking to.
So I want hold. So what you just said, right? You said the universe believes if you put your faith and if you believe in the universe.
Have you ever heard that thing when people keep saying till you believe it?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Keep saying it's gonna happen. That shit's real, bro. And the reason is because you're not convinced. You wake up and you like, man, I can't do this. People talking to you, I'm good, homie, I'm good. Because you're so used to saying that. You so used to this pride, right? So you ain't building that up. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then you got these different stimulants that come in, whether it's video game, whether it's marijuana, whether it's something, whether it's sex, whether it's ejaculation, whatever it is, it takes you off the prize for that minute. You understand what I'm saying? So like you're not. So then again, you're like, you know what, my life's not bad, and then you start comparing it to somebody who is bad. You know what? I could be homeless. You know what I'm saying? And then you start justifying that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just understanding what needs to be done and stop having so much feelings and emotions with humans. You know what I'm saying? Like humans is always gonna be different. You don't know what they're gonna feel. You don't know what experience they're gonna go out that's gonna change them. You kill somebody's kid, I don't care how cool you with them. If somebody's child dies, that person is different.
Forever. Yeah.
If something happens to someone that they love, or if they have to put someone that they love before you, they're gonna do it. That's just what humans do.
Yeah.
It's a survival. It's it's just what it does at ground level. And so when you stop looking at people and being opinionated based on the decisions that they make, remove yourself. If it's not healthy, remove yourself. I'm not saying stay in that environment, but stop being mad at people.
Yeah.
I tell people that. Give yourself 6 hard months to that. Tell yourself I'm not gonna be mad at nobody.
Well, I think it is. People have too much expectations for others.
Yeah, because you are when you invest into somebody.
Yeah.
But what happens is, and this is why I'm saying you only respond to the universe, right? This is why I say that, because when you respond to the universe, things start to change. Things differently, right? Because what I'm telling you is you're going to limit your expectations now.
Yeah.
You're not going to have those many expectations anymore. So it's like, so when you just say, hey, you know what? So it goes back to the story where you don't have to sit and talk about what people could be, converse with you about. Because somebody could converse, oh, yeah, that's true, that's not true. I read this, I read that. It's so much information to make people converse with you about what's factual, right? But if you stop having expectations for people, then you start expecting them to do certain things. Then from that point forward, you're not gonna be mad when they don't do something. They bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's something right now that somebody could do to me that make me never talk to you guys again and have nothing to do with y'all. It's just some shit that I went through. It's somebody that you hurt that I love. Situation that just caused so much trauma that I've been involved with. You understand? A flip of a switch. Y'all ain't seen me in some months. Y'all don't know what I was doing, what I was battling with. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When you're mad at somebody because, or you think that they should do this, or you expect that from them, it's just not reality.
Yeah,
exactly.
These people are human beings. They live today, they die tomorrow. You feel me? They here today and they go. Start interacting with the universe. That's the only person you need to respond to. When you give. When you spend people, when you give, what happens? Comes back.
But the thing is, when you keep, I don't think just give. You feel what I'm saying? Should be like it got to be a time where you got to really balance. Like, I can give this person. If I got the money, I'll give. It don't even got to be about money. It could just be like volunteering or something. Like, listen, man, I'm gonna give to the community.
Yeah, I'm about to say it got to be something you just buy.
Yeah.
You know, something that is very important to your heart, right?
Yeah.
Something that is scarcity, right? You don't give money. Somebody wants money, you with the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not. I don't want money from you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If I find a situation where I'm in a dire need and I have something to go on, then I'm gonna make it out. I don't want money from you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you shouldn't be giving nobody any money because there's not a money shortage. That's a fact right there. There's no money shortage. There's not a shortage of money. Why are you giving someone money? Why? Why? Why am I giving you? Somebody hit me in the inbox and they was like, hey, and I'm gonna put this shit out there. They was like, hey, I need $50. I need $15 to eat. Woo. The nigga ain't never say hi to me or anything.
Yo, you get those.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like and part me using the word nigga, but he didn't say hi to me or nothing.
Just say, yo, I need $50. And you're not gonna get that money back, of course.
No, but I don't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like he's involved with the wrong thing. He's not paying attention to what's going on. He's looking at my page and he's seeing things about money, but I never really talk about the actual money, right? I never show anything, pictures of money or anything of money, right? It's just how would you ask for money if you nowadays I can get food delivered to you. Oh, yo, bro, you hungry?
Yeah.
Send this to you real quick. But what makes association, you know what I mean? To reach out. But back what I'm just saying is just, humans are emotional. We have nerves. If I get punched the wrong way, I might feel a certain way again. I may never come back the same. I get in a car accident, I may never be the same. You start holding these values to any human, even your mom, even your sister, respect repercussions. Yep. Because if this person gets injured and never talk again, it's going to be a hard time for you to get back. So you need to tap into the universe. Humans are just humans. Stop having opinions about people, about what they did, what they didn't do, why they did this, why they did. Shit is irrelevant. Let's go. Just focus on what needs to be done, how to love each other. You understand what I'm saying? And when people do things that you really don't think that they should have did to you, you just pray for them. Because it could have been deeper. It could have been worse. I had small shit done to me. I'm like, for real, bro? Like, thank you, baby. Like, that shit is small. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can fix a lot of problems. I'm a problem fixer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I coordinate myself to not deal on the same path that most people deal with. So I fix problems because what they see as problems, I don't really see as problems no more. You know what I'm saying? I have elevated my game and I have made connection with the universe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here. You're not here because you've been in situations that you could have got killed. It could have, right? It could have been your boy. It could have been, you could have been in a situation that someone that you cool with, you like, man, I think you seen that nigga last week. Let me pardon my language, but you seen him last week. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing too good. And so yeah, you know, and at times you seen something happen to somebody you know deep in your heart. He was a bad guy, that's why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And not that he was bad from the inside, he just did some bad things and he got a contract with the universe. Come on, bro. Like, if you pay more attention to what's happening, it's not happening because it's not supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't see killers killed, right? You don't, oh man, damn, boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One day he's this, next day he's gone, right? Mm-hmm. You don't see some people that you care about never talk to you again. You don't know why. You know how much, yo, bro. I don't want to be too long. I could be forever, right? But you know how much energy that would take from you to wonder why someone isn't the same person they was before. You understand what I'm saying? Like where we grew up, if from 10 years old, if you ain't the same guy you was at 10, we don't even deal with you, bro. That's come on, that's too much of a value to hold on somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's too much of a value to hold on somebody. Yeah. It's you know what I mean? Like to expect, oh, I remember I gave this dude $500 and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. He didn't get me, you know, he didn't look out for me. I ain't dealing with him no more. He dead. He cut off. Nah, bro. It's just different. Hey, you know what? You shouldn't be giving nobody money anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just, if you have to give someone money, then you need to work on your value. If someone comes to you with money, to ask you for money, they don't really see the true value in you. Because you're a creator. You bring it in abundance. You know what I'm saying? You're associated with people who no longer have conversations about money. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes in abundance. There's people out there that hurt you. There's people out there where you live who want to hurt you, and you know how they want to hurt you? By you not seeing money. Do they understand who you are? You understand what I'm saying? If a person wants to hurt me because he don't want to see me with money, that's a big problem because money's not the problem with me, bro. I'm going to make it happen. It's going to happen because I have a contract with the universe and I'm going to get it all the time, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. All the time. Like I do sports betting now. I tell people, plug in. You really want to eat, plug in, I tell them. Mm-hmm. Because I'm nice with the numbers. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like, they're like, yo, you want something? I'm like, nah, I don't want nothing. I'll show you how, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you how to pull a plate up. Because you know the thing about it, when you can put a plate, it's funny. It's like when you, like somebody hit my plate the other day, they was like, they hit my inbox. They was like, hey, yo. They was like, "Fuck, can you sell me some parlays you got?" I said, "Check this out, bro. I ain't gonna sell it to you." Boom, I sent them a video. Check this out. Pick a couple items off that list right there, and I bet you're gonna see your money back. Guaranteed. Right? I sent them a right? 7,000+%. You feel me? And I sent it to them. I said, pick, I'm telling you. One was off from there. One was off because I made a mistake. I end up going straight on the money line versus putting the 2 points. But everything else fell in line, bro. 7,000%. What practically means if you put $50, you'll see 3,500. Right? That's what I showed them too. I sent it in the video. I got these videos. I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you. It's on my page, right? On my Facebook. Right there on it. It's on the screen. I don't sell wolf tickets, right? And this is what I'm saying. It's just how you see the world. And how I see the world right now, they can't really stop me. You feel me? So there's no limited supply of money. So if somebody come to me for money, normally you ain't gonna get it. And that go for everybody. That go for my family, my wife, anybody. You ask me for money, you ain't getting it. Because I'm not about money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right. There you go. Yo, we on a 11-minute mark. 11-minute mark before we reach the 2-hour mark. Yo, Clyde Slade, y'all, I appreciate you tapping in, man. I appreciate you, and you over here speaking your mind. And
it's always a pleasure. It's
always
a pleasure. Yeah,
man. We get up sooner than later. You know how we always be connecting, but we connecting years versus months.
Facts.
That's
20 connected, and we do it down. You see how we connected, Cash? Because I was on that page. They want to kick me off that page. I ain't tell you. Yeah, so right? I posted something on that page. That little black money power bullshit, right? One of those. Yeah. I showed some of my investment. That's how me kicked up because you hit me. I don't even think you remember. But it was one of them power black pages that came in 2020.
Oh, black international.
They kicked me off. Something. They kicked me off.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It was why?
Oh, people don't like what I show. People think most of the time I have an agenda.
Okay.
And so I get kicked off all pages. That's why I don't really mess with Facebook. Vegan pages, any page I've been on for some odd reason, I get kicked off, right? But that page, they blocked me. Because I put my portfolio up there. It was a little, it was a little retirement looking a little good. I've been working for years, right?
Yeah.
I don't we just started this yesterday. And then that's how me and him hooked up. You feel me? But sometimes, and then a lady told me, he was telling me don't show that on there. Oh, you can get hurt. Well, I think your mind is all messed up, dude. This is my retirement account. What they gonna hurt me for, bro? This is normalized. Let's normalize this shit. Mm-hmm. This ain't me putting no money. I ain't never shown no cash. I just put numbers up there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you too much. I know y'all can just close it, wrap it up. But yeah, we need to get up, Joe. We need to have a subject because I could talk for days, bro. We got a lot of things going on.
Yo, listen. You already tapping in, man. You was already speaking your mind. But listen. Like just like we before, you coming. All right, so you coming back for our anniversary month because you reached the highest views on the DC, and if you look it up.
I didn't know that.
You've reached the highest views.
One of the most popular guests.
You're one of the most. So you're one of the most our highest guests, and you have the most popular views.
Yeah.
It's because you talked about health, and the most number one reason why is because you talked about the stock market.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the power of sports betting for 30 minutes.
Let's go. Actually, we got.
No. I'm not talking about now. We're gonna bring the interlude in. We're gonna share a little different things, and I'm gonna take. You're gonna pick 5 people, and I'm gonna work with 5 of those people.
So wait, you mean like bring 5 people or like
bring 5 guests?
No. We're gonna talk. Right? We're gonna do a part 1. All right? We're gonna talk. Then I'm gonna turn around. You're gonna give me 5 people. You're gonna eat regardless. Don't worry. You can tap in and once you because the cash out. That's how I be going over your head. So you be like, this nigga crazy. But hit me up, tap in, right? Tap in with me. Let's FaceTime, right? TC, he gonna explain to you what we FaceTime about, right?
Okay.
He gonna tap in because we probably need to have a talk before we do it so y'all can get your questions right.
Let's go.
We need to learn how to make money inside of our house. We need to stop.
I agree.
We need to stop. If Bill Gates shut the shit down, right? We need to stop trying to find reasons to make money outside. Yeah, we working 9 to 5. We need to realize how powerful our phone is, how we had these conversations, how we connect, and how we do different things. We need to do that.
Mhm.
And then once we do part 1, part 2 is y'all coming out here. Y'all gonna make some bread. Y'all gonna fly out here. We do it in Scottsdale. Do a 15-minute joint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all chill.
So,
Because
All
we gonna make some money. I'm convinced. I'm already sold. All I need y'all to do is just buy in, and we'll get 5 of your people that you feel that you want to put on, and then they holler at me, and then we gonna form a little thing, and I'm a wig them in. I got a little thing I'm doing right now. If you look on my page, you'll see I'm doing a little thing right now. I don't know if you look at it. Check my page. You'll see what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna let y'all close it.
yo, let's go, man. Yo, like I said, Clyde Slade is coming back. Yo, I appreciate you. You already know what it is. We definitely, yo, tap in. We're gonna talk about sports betting. We're gonna talk, yo. I'm telling you, this is the gem dropper. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, Clyde.
Already. Yo, thanks, man.
And you see Naira next time. Okay, he left.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And guys, sorry, we don't know what happened.
So, we don't know what happened in Nairon, y'all, but yeah, that's pretty much just gonna be the end of the episode. Yo, shout out to Clyde Slade for speaking his mind on this episode, man.
In that, man.
Yeah, definitely. And mind you, and we didn't. This wasn't planned. Him being on this episode. This wasn't planned.
I want to tell you something. These are the best kind of episodes.
Definitely.
You know, and guys, we're gonna have more episodes like this. Trust me.
Of course.
All right.
Let's go. ATC. Anything you want to say before we close out?
I just want to say, you know, everybody knows what's happening around the world right now with this mass shootings and stuff like that. Just be safe. Be alert when you're outside. Try to avoid look at your phone when you're walking and stuff like that. Just do what you gotta do. Go to point A to point B and just get home safe at the end of the day. Definitely. Crazy world right now, especially for us Black folks. Just saying. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but just be careful.
Be careful.
We don't want that to happen to you guys, you know? We're all a big community here at the end of the day. That's all.
Summertime is coming. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, it's getting crazy already. Just driving outside normally, it's crazy, but I digress. Yeah.
All right, man. That's the end of the episode. Let's get it, man. It's this episode is so great. This podcast is great. It's gonna continue to be great. Speaking to excellence. We are excellence.
And thanks to you guys, you're making it great also. So
definitely. Yo, shout out to all our viewers. Shout out to our listeners. Please subscribe to our YouTube. We got more subscribers. The goal now is to reach 100 subscribers, and then after we reach 100, the next is 1,000. The next is 1,000 subscribers.
We're gonna make it.
And yeah, for everything else, Apple Podcasts, the audio. Keep on the comments. Keep on listening to the podcast, and we definitely adding value. So you already know.
All right,
let's go. We close it out. That's the end, y'all. We out.
All right, guys. Later.